What's up, YouTube? My name is Freaky, and today we are going to be talking about a car that thrives in history. This car is the Volkswagen Beetle. My first car is the Volkswagen Custom Beetle. It's flat blue, metal base, brown interior, clear windows, Hot Wheels, and the VW logo on the sides. This car came from the Volkswagen 5-pack. My second Volkswagen Beetle is lime green, black top. It's got a spoiler, a black stripe on the hood, has a gray bottom, and it's got PR5 wheels. This car also came from the same 5-pack that my Volkswagen Custom Beetle came out of. Now it's time for the history lesson. Surprisingly, the man responsible for the Volkswagen Beetle was Adolf Hitler. Yes, that's right. The man responsible for the atrocious genocide that occurred during World War II. He was not a nice man, but under his rule, the Germans revolutionized or pioneered many of the helpful things that we still use to this day. In particular, as it regards to driving, they gave us the roundabout, the interstate, the cloverleaf ramps to get on and off the highway, which is based off Germany's Autobahn, and they also gave us the Volkswagen Beetle. Hitler wanted to make the people's car that was cheap and reliable. It was supposed to support 2 adults and 3 children while sustaining a speed of 100 kilometers per hour. Ferdinand Porsche was working for Astor Daimler when he created a car design that met Hitler's requirements. However, Daimler, due to cost, was unwilling to make it. Hitler took power in 1933 and made a speech at the Berlin Motor Show in 1934 about his car idea, a car similar to the one that Porsche wanted to build. Amazingly, a meeting was held between Porsche and Hitler, and an outline for the Volkswagen Beetle was born. The original business model was so bad for Volkswagen that it would never make a profit, but it was supported by the German government, which would never let it fail, and allowed the mass production of the Beetle. The first production of the Beetle debuted at the 1939 Berlin Motor Show. Then World War II occurred. It's as if people weren't happy with one World War, which they weren't. This forced the production of the Type 60 to be held off in favor of producing more military-style vehicles. After World War II, Germany was in desperate shape and was divided up into sections. The British found the factory that was making the Beetles and ordered up 20,000 Beetles as a way to boost Germany's struggling economy after its costly war. Production started in December 1945, with 55 cars built by the end of the month. These first cars were powered by a 1.1-liter rear-mounted engine. The Beetle's engine grew to a full 1.2 liters from 1954. The compression ratio increased from 5.8 to 1 to 6.6 to 1, and valve sizes went up too. That shot output all the way to 36 horsepower. Then, in 1966, the engine grew to a 1.3 liters. Unfortunately for the Beetle, plants assembling it started to cease production, as the death nail finally came when Mexico City enacted a law making it mandatory that all taxi cabs in the future had to have 4 doors. This was a problem for the Beetle because it was used as a taxi, but it only had 2 doors. There's a game dedicated to the Volkswagen Beetle called Slugbug or Punch Buggy. The way it works is if someone sees a Volkswagen Beetle, then you punch someone in the arm and say either Slugbug or Punch Buggy. If someone punches somebody in the arm without seeing a Volkswagen Beetle, then that person gets punched twice. That's all for today, folks. I hope to see you next time. Slugbug Green!
Ah! Hey! Who's got the ball?